What's up, y'all? Like, share your thoughts in the comments section, and subscribe. 25-year-old Rasheem Carter was a Fayette, Mississippi resident who worked contracting jobs in neighboring towns to take care of his young daughter and earn a living. After his business closed during the pandemic, he became a certified millwright and welder. So in late September 2022, he picked up a job in Taylorsville, Mississippi at the Georgia Pacific plant. Despite having mechanical problems with his own vehicle, Carter found a way to do the work he was contracted to do, even though it was 2 hours or more east driving from his hometown Fayette. Shortly after, Rasheem would encounter problems with his coworkers, including the roommate who told him he could no longer ride with him to and from work. Carter texted his mom October 1st and let her know, "Me and the owner of this company are not seeing eye to eye. If anything happens to me, he is responsible for it. He got these guys wanting to kill me." He went on to say that there were white men after him. He spoke about 3 trucks with white males chasing after him, threatening to harm him. He gave his mother some names to be investigated if anything were to happen to him. A family friend, Aisha Green, drove to Taylorsville to pick Rasheem up and get him home safely. Carter shared his location with his mother so his ride could find him. When Green arrived, she could not find Rasheem. She went to Taylorsville police, where she was told that he called the police station earlier that morning, October 2nd, and said some men were trying to harm him really bad. An officer later found Rasheem hiding in the bushes behind a gas station in Taylorsville before bringing him back to the station, where he paced around for about an hour on the phone. Rasheem's family indicates that he actually returned to the police station 5:30 to 6 a.m. October 2nd, asking for help again without success. He then went on to the dollar store, pacing, waiting for a ride, and overheard someone saying, "Is he still there?" and ran out of the store about 10:45. Now, the only reason he went to the store was because his phone was dying, so I guess he was trying to get a charger or something. But that was the last his family heard of him or seen him on the surveillance footage. Then his mom would report him as a missing person the same day on October 2nd. Deer camera footage captures a shirtless Rasheem Carter October 2nd at 4:32 p.m. with a large branch in his hand. He looked like he was hiding from the pictures, but y'all be the judge. The same day he was reported missing. Rasheem's remains were found a month after he disappeared. His mom says the image shows something was wrong and that he was running for his life. The photo was provided to the family a week before his remains were found, November 2nd, 2022, just south of Taylorsville, in a wooded area about 300 yards away from where he was last seen in the photo. An independent autopsy revealed that Rasheem's head was severed from his body, and his skull was severed in half, and his vertebrae and spinal cord were found in a different location, decomposing. We got Rasheem Carter's boss, his former boss, Luke Clements. He was being targeted online. He said they started getting death threats and accusations about him, his wife, and his kids, and they were relentless. He says evidence shows Clemens was not involved in the crime, and he denies any involvement in Carter's death. Clemens said he was getting calls every minute until his voicemail box filled up, and text messages were horrific. It got to the point where his family is now in hiding. "You and your family will suffer, and your kids will suffer for the rest of their life," one online threat read. Clemens said he also wants to find out what happened to Carter. "I want to help in any way I can. We have made every effort to address any of these accusations that have been made. It's just unfortunate It's been a rough time, Clement said. Now, Ben Crump, a prominent civil rights attorney out of Houston, said, they said no foul play so quickly that they made Tiffany Carter and her family believe that they were trying to sweep it under the rug. And that's real. But despite those disturbing facts, police have continued to claim that no foul play is suspected. There should be no doubt that this was an act of murder, a hate crime, and a Mississippi lynching, Ben Crump says. But the Taylorsville Police Department and the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation continue to ignore the cold hard facts and railroad the family at every turn. The brutal lynching and murder of Black Americans is almost as American as apple pie. The horrific imagery is long seared into the minds of Black Americans and is imprinted in the history of the American South. A black man hunted down, beaten bloody, run over, hung from a pecan tree, dragged behind a pickup truck, or shot in broad daylight as he jogs through his own neighborhood. The brutal lynching and murder of Black Americans is almost as American as apple pie. Now I'm going to just share some screenshots from his family members' post and allegedly the people responsible for Rasheem's death posting their thoughts after he mysteriously disappeared. Y'all just take a second and just pause the video and look over this stuff. I hope that all the people involved in this received the karma they deserve, because they hunted him down and mutilated this young man. May he rest in peace. There's also a GoFundMe account to help his mother fund the legal aid needed to demand justice for his death. If you would like to contribute and donate to his GoFundMe to help get justice for Rasheem Carter, just watch the video to the end. I'll leave the screenshot of the information for the GoFundMe. And also think about his daughter. He has a 7 to 8 year old daughter, without the father at this point, So, I honestly believe this man was on the straight and narrow. He had his own business named after his daughter, so that just showed his state of mind. But racism, white supremacy is a local and global power system in all areas of people activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. But thank y'all for listening. If you enjoyed this video, like, leave a comment, and subscribe. It's free. Thanks again, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace. Live a little, 'cause niggas die a lot.